Hello people on YouTube, this is Macro1 for a brand new video. Right, lots of stuff's happened since the last video. I changed my bank pin, which obviously I can't tell you what to, but I decided I would, just because security reasons, uploading videos, you never know. But one thing I think everyone else should do, right, is every time you log off, right, and like properly though, not just for like half an hour, like in the middle of the day, I mean like properly at night time or something, if you're not going on for another day and you know that's the last time you're logging in, what I think everyone should do, take all your stuff off that you're wearing and put it all in your bank, and then do this, and then log out, because then when you come back in, if someone does hack you, they won't be able to do anything. And then you can do this thing as well. If you talk to the banker, you can, good day, how may I help you? Go to, I'd like to change my PIN settings, and here I made this 7 days instead of 3. So if I do get hacked, it'll take them 7 days. If they put cancel PIN, it'll take 7 days for that to happen. By which time I will have my account back, because I've been hacked before, which is what I want to talk about today, and that I got my account back in like literally a day, but I lost money, which is what I'm going to talk about. But yeah, and to do that, to make that 7 days, because it's automatically 3, change your recovery delay, you just click that and it changes to 3, and you click that again and it changes to 7, so keep that as 7. Because that is just it's just a really good thing. Hey mate, hey, sorry, someone just talked to me. But yeah, so I'm just going to talk to you now about like security and that kind of stuff. But first of all, look at my money, guys. I was on, was it 10 mil, 10.1 mil, 14 mil now. Is it? I think it's 14 and a bit actually. I'm not sure. 14.1 mil, which is not too bad, I don't think. So I made that at Green Dragons in the French world, remember? French or the Brazilian one? Server world, I don't know what it is, it's just on the homepage, a language thing. Click that. So I am still saving for BCP. But basically, I'm going to go away from here because it's going to lag a bit, because I don't like the G. Oh, I feel so naked. I'm gonna go and put some stuff on. Come on. The reason I asked that question about what would you do about the guy that died with all the stuff on, would you bless his grave, is because the other day at Green Dragons, this guy had a shitload of good stuff on, like DFS, TAS, BCP, Fury, you know, all that kind of jazz. And yeah, and he was wearing all that, and he died, and I wanted to bless his grave, but I had 0 prayer, because the run before I didn't take enough food by accident, and I was determined to finish the bag, so I stayed there. Sorry, that was my phone. So I stayed there to get my bones, and that time, and yeah, I had to use my prayer to stay there. Basically, so I had no prayer, so I couldn't help him, so I felt a bit bad really. But yeah, what I'm going to talk to you about now is quite serious. Getting hacked. I've been hacked twice, once by people I knew and once by someone I didn't know. The first time was just by a couple of friends from school that and that was way back when I was pretty much a noob, and it wasn't too bad. At the time it was annoying. It was really far back when, to make money, I used to do something called Open 2K, which is where you would go to Falador and you would run with 24, I think it was, or something like that, rune essence, and you would go to the air altar and you would give the guy the essence, and he would give you 2k back and your essence noted. And the reason he would do that is because basically he's getting runecrafting XP, and he can just stand there with like a million noted Rune Essence and just give everyone, because he needs to give you back the S so you can come back and do it again. You're just basically banking for him. And so yeah, so he used to give us the Noted S back, and then we'd go exchange it back into the real thing, go back, and he'd give you another 2k. And I had full Rune back then, and I don't know, I think it was about 50, 60k for full Rune. I'm not too sure how much it was, but I remember being really pissed off because I lost all that. But we are still friends with those people now. I am still friends with those people now, but yeah, it wasn't too much of a big thing. But there was a really bad time I got hacked, and that was from a phishing website. Now, if you don't know what a phishing website is, it's where someone makes a website that looks identical to another website, such as they made a Runescape website that looked identical to Runescape. And what happened was, I had a guy who was talking to me, and he befriended me on the game. He was talking to me for a while, and then he was like, why don't you join my clan? And I was like, okay. And he said, go to this thing, because we've got our own forum thing. And back then, it was a while ago, and I had only about 30 mil total stuff. So I had none of the tassets, so minus the tassets, minus my 14 mil, all I had was a DFS. That was my most treasured possession. I had a DFS, a Nate Helm, Fury, which was 4 mil. That was like 17 mil, it was when it was crashing. Torso, and I think I had something like D legs on, and I couldn't even afford a whip. I had like a D skimmy, and yeah, and I had that, and he said, so join my clan on this forum, and I thought it was all official and cool, and I really wanted to join. So he told me to go to this. This was a link, and the RuneScape forum. So I typed that in on my thing, and I didn't know a lot about computers either. It was a couple of years ago, and so I wasn't as wise on the net. I didn't know what a phishing website was. If you'd have said fishing to me, I would have just thought of, you know, the fish that are in the sea. So I ended up going on that website, and as you do, it asks you to log in, like it does on the RuneScape, and it was identical. Like, there was no tell that this was fake, other than if I'd have known to look in the actual box at the top where you've got the link, and it didn't say RuneScape. It did, but it had some stuff in front of it, so it was confusing, and I ended up typing my username in and password, and then nothing happened, and I was like, what's happening here? Went to log back into RuneScape, and I couldn't get back in. My password had been changed, and they'd taken all my stuff. I don't think it was when the trailer was in place, so I know they hadn't just given it. I think they did. They had loads of granite, because he was talking to me about having that granite. You know, that granite that wouldn't sell, but it was really expensive. So they ended up making a lot of money off me, and I ended up quitting the game for about 6-7 months. Because at the time I was just heartbroken. I couldn't. I worked literally all. That was my whole summer. Like when I got on the game, for that whole summer when I got on that game, I was at Dragons, Green Dragons, but not when they were 5k bones. Bones back there were like 2.5k, 2k, and I worked my bollocks off for all that summer for that to get hacked, and I was absolutely livid. I couldn't be bothered with the game. I was just like, screw it, I'm quitting. I can't make all that back. Now, luckily, I did make it all back, and once I'd made it back, it wasn't even that annoyed me. It was the fact that it was the little stuff like Torso, and you know, because Torso is annoying to get. It's not hard to get. It's just fucking annoying to do. It's just something you don't want to take the time out of your life to do. You know, it was that kind of stuff. My full void. I've showed you guys before. I have full void. I'll just find this here. Yeah, full void. That was another thing that just fucked me off. It was just all the little stuff that pissed me off. All the quest items that they dropped. I had to buy all of the God books again, which I don't have the white one because I died in PvP with it because I didn't really care about it. But those two, I had to get those again, and it was just really annoying. So I'm just going to tell you guys, never go on a website that I know it's obvious, but there's loads of things like that how they can get you, and just be secure with your passwords and change them often. Don't tell anyone about your pins. So tomorrow I will be back with a more general vlog, a more light noted one, and maybe a guide. So this has been Macro1. Please comment, rate and subscribe, most importantly, and you can add me in the game. I'll leave my email address and all that stuff in the like info box. So thanks for watching, guys.